Today is back day, so I'm going to start off on hyperextensions. Got a little 20 kg plate underneath. I'm going to set this up, come down a little bit lower. This is for my lower back. I want to warm that up. I like warming up my lower back as one of the first exercises on back day. Sometimes, not all the time, but it's quite good to warm up that lower back, particularly if you're doing something like deadlifts. Just try and prevent those injuries. So anyway, let's get on with it. Set one. Let's go. Try and keep my back straight and just sort of pivot the waist. The glutes, you know what I mean. Okay. Easy 15. Can feel it in that lower back and hamstrings. There's different variations to where you put your legs on this to hit different areas as well. I've seen people do like a diamond shape to kind of hit different parts of their glutes as well. It's an underrated exercise. There's so many different variations of it. But for lower back, it's fantastic. Let's go. Let's hit the next one. Squeeze at the top is really important. Second set for 12. Last one. Kind of see it as lower back protection. Strengthen where those discs are. Alright, that's exercise number 1 down. Feeling warmed up. Okay, bent over barbell rows again. So, nice and light to begin with. I had to wrap myself in anyway. I don't really need to, but I preserve that strength. Okay, a little bit lower down, so I can just lift off of there, I think. Let's go. Literally, come forward a bit. 12. It's that one. It's a little bit of a warm up. Let's add a couple of tens to this. Come up slowly. Let's go. Try not to clank it against this again.
No, we just didn't want to pressure it on the wall. I didn't want to put you that pressure into it, so we just moved. Thank you. That's 1,500 each.
Easy. Okie dokie. So this one is, I think it's 100, 220s each side. Nothing major. What I like to do more than anything on this exercise is to be able to feel it in my lats. Try not to focus on the heavy weight too much. It is really tempting to let that dictate your workout. You want to hit it as heavy as possible. It feels good, but if you don't feel it in the right place, might not be growing it. So, 100, let's go. I feel like the form went a little bit at the end there, which I'm not too fussed about. I felt it. I see those hearts going up the screen. Thank you. So 100 again. Not going very heavy on this. So these are your typical bent over rows. And I like to wrap up, as always, just to take that grip out of the equation. Alright, let's go. Keep it at 8. I forgot to fill up my water bottle. I'm dying right now. I'm so thirsty. And someone's bottle of water there is like taunting me. It's just been left. I'm absolutely parched. But I've told myself I've got to finish this before I'm allowed to reward myself with water. It's sad, I know. Okay. So 100 again. Let's do it. Those bent over barbell rows. Nice and easy. See that for 8. There we go, that's that one done. On to our next one. Okay, pull-ups. This is interesting. I haven't got a step up for this one. So, have to jump up. Normally like to wrap into that, but that would do. 9, 3 more to go. That last one's a partial. So I do normally like to wrap into these, but I am not tall enough. I'm not short, but I'm just not tall enough to reach that. Some of these have little steps. I don't know if you've noticed, but this could be super handy if you're having problems. These pull-up areas usually have a little pull-out thing, which you can use at the bottom to step up to it. So if you've ever come across these little things that pull out that look like a step, then there you go. I mean, if you're struggling to reach it, maybe that'll help you out. I know it's lame, but sometimes for people that are a little bit slow like myself, that took a little while to work out what that was for. Anyway, I'll crack on to this next one. So I think last time I did 6 on this set. Let's see if I can hit that. There we go. Easy 6. I've got one more on this and we hit the next one. Last one, set number 4 on the pull-ups. See if we can hit maybe 6 again. Last time I did 6, but I was wrapped in and I didn't have to jump. On to that next one. Set number 2. I forgot to hit record for set number 1. So set number 2, you know, I'll be on that. You know, this time I'm going to hit the record button. Okay, so set number 2, I'm going to do wide grip. Did 66 for the last one, do 73 for this one. So yeah, I'm going to repeat myself a little bit. Basically, we're doing a superset. We're doing wide grip pull downs paired with narrow grip pull downs. So I'm going to swap out in between for this attachment. And yeah, for those who don't know what a superset is, it is literally one exercise after another without a break. As opposed to like a drop set, which a drop set is the same exercise, but you lower the weight without a break. So they're kind of similar in some ways. Okay, let's do this one now. So let me wrap up nicely for this. And get chugging. 73. Form went a little bit on the last two. So I'm going to swap that out and then put this in the center here, wrap in. I've still got it on the 73. I haven't actually changed the weight. We'll see. I dropped it for the last one for a second. We'll see how this responds. Okay, wrap back in. Let's go. That was like 6.5, wasn't it? That wasn't a proper rep. That was good though. I like those sometimes. They're winners. Those extra cheat reps. Those ones where your form aren't perfect. Those ones are the growers. I never try and get stuck into perfect form all the time. I try perfect form as far as I can and then jump to whatever is going to get the job done without injuring myself. I wasn't too intense though. Okay, so that was 73 for both. Okay, 79 for the drop, so I forgot to hit the record button. So I did 79 on the wide grip, now on the narrow. Let's go. Oh, I love this exercise. I think I could get a few more if I did that a bit more explosive. Doing that very slowly, lost a bit of momentum. But going well. I absolutely love that as a super 10. Hitting that wide, hitting that narrow. I get a fantastic stretch as I pull across under here. I feel like they kind of, like anything that pulls that diagonally for me, so that kind of pulls it around almost like, I want to say diagonal. I don't know how else to describe it. That's how it feels. It doesn't maybe look that way, but on the lats it feels that way. So it's kind of pulling it up and to the side at the same time. It just feels fantastic, particularly stretch-wise on my lats. So I've got one more of this superset left. I hear that record button this time. See, I was saying just a second ago, someone says, do you like supersetting or drop setting? I think it was drop setting, but I put them in the same category. Yeah, I love that. I'm a big fan of the 80s style, golden era bodybuilding. And that is definitely one of the tools on the hit list from that era. We've got some of the greats from there. They really push past. When you hit a plateau and you do drop sets and supersets instead, it's one way to break whatever ceiling that you've hit. Really awesome way to mix it up. I'm doing wide grip on 86 kg now. Now drop back down again. Let's go. That's only 6. It's not too bad. I hit quite high volume a lot of the time, so I'm okay with dropping down to 6. What I might do is rep this one out a bit more, come down to 66 and get that pump. So this is for the narrow. And again, the grip style's changed. So notice how this is with my palms facing in. It's a little bit different. I really feel that stretch as my hands come forward a bit more rather than to the sides. Let's go. Just hold it there as well, that's a nice stretch. Not massively high reps, to be fair. When I'm doing this exercise, if I hold it there at the top, you get an immense stretch. It really hits low down, and that's difficult, at least for me, to really get it low. I can just feel that nice stretch in the bottom. Anyway, on to the next one. So we're doing rows. This is going to be single arm. So I've got 2 pulleys on this machine. You can obviously do it with 1. I think 2 individually is harder. And for those that want to keep an even balance between arms, like you can't have one compensate over the other. So you've always got that. But I don't think that's a real big deal, to be honest. I like these ones because you've got the option of doing single arm or double. So I think that it's just fantastic that if you're going to have a machine like this, you have like a 2 pulley system. It just makes more sense all round. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to do a drop set for this one. This one's been pretty consistent with me for a little while now. Still juicing this exercise. So let me wrap up and jump into it. And I'm going to start on 79. Let's see how this feels. Normally I do this before Pulldowns. So I've swapped it around for a little bit of a shock value. Let's see if it's been successful. Let's see if I get this. I know for 11, I think I normally do 12. No, I normally do 14. Okay, so it's had a little bit of an effect. Now, I normally drop it down to 66. This is where it starts to sting. So, jumping straight back into this exercise. Same technique. On the heavier one, sometimes I let form go a little bit more. And by form, I mean like range of motion. I'm more likely to do partials. On this lower drop, I normally try and stick with a bit more on the form. Okay, let's go. 10. 2 lower. Okay. 3 more of those. Boom, let's hit that. Next one, 86. On the single arms again. Let's do it. We're definitely hitting it differently from what we have in a long while on back day. So this is very different. This is the only remaining, I think, exercise done in a long while. All that back get into place. Six at 8. Drop down. I think maybe 59. Let's wrap up. Let's go. $59 on the drop set. Let's go. Oh, we're feeling it now. This is exhaustion. 2 more. Seven. That was a struggle. 52. That's that one done. Okay. Let's hit it. So 3.4 kg. So these are reverse flies. I think I mentioned this last time. But I've been doing these for a while with the one arm kind of coming across the body, which is cool. I'm getting a lot of joy now out of doing 2 arms. So both at the same time, crossing over with one another. That, to me, I think keeps the tension on the rear delt, at the moment at least, a little bit more, rather than stretching it all the way across. It kind of keeps it nearer the peak of the movement. And the peak, what I mean is like when it gets to about there, where it kind of, you squeeze it at the top. So you're not coming all the way across, you're kind of coming, you're coming part way. I can't go all the way across here because I keep crushing my mic, but anyway, you'll see. So, slight crossover, then You can also do it without a crossover. $15. I guess I'm fired up, and we'll increase it a little bit more for that next one. Feeling a bit more inflated now. So I've upped it. I can do 5.7. So you can go across. Yeah, a bit annoyed about this mic, but you can go across. I think for me, I'm going to stop about here and just. I like. It's nice to get the whole stretch across, but at the same time, keeping that tension in the right place. For me, like, I'm enjoying that right now. So I'm going to keep doing that. Okay. Those last couples were partials at best. One more. One more. Final one. Final pump. I got 10 for this last time. Let's see if I get it again. So, rear delt flies or reverse flies. Let's do it.